Thank you for tuning into Devos today. And all week long, if you've been missing this, we've been talking about God's tear bottle. So listen, if you've been hurting, or you've been weeping, or you've been depressed, or you're like under a lot of stress, you need to listen to all of these. Now let's go back to our key verse here. Again, this is in Psalms 56, verse 8. And I want to encourage you to share this verse with some people. It says, the psalmist, or David, is saying to God, Lord, put my tears in your bottle. Are they not written in your book? Now, back in that day in the Middle East, right there in the tombs, if somebody had a life full of heartache, they would put a tear bottle in there to represent that God collected all their tears, and it's all written in the book, and they're going to be rewarded if they trusted in him. Now, not all of us are trusting in him. Did you ever wonder to yourself, why do bad things happen to good people? Now, I don't really know how good people are, but we think that, right? Look what he says, 1 Peter chapter 1, verse 6. He says, now you rejoice. This is when you're in trouble. This is when you're crying and depressed. You rejoice, though now for a little while, I like it, just a little while, brief time, if necessary, you have been grieved by various trials. Now, if you believe that your trial is just going to go on forever, well, it is. Okay, so this is what I want you to do. I want you, whatever you're going through right now, I want you to think, I'm in this really, really bad time right now, but it's going to be brief. I'm going to come up out of this hole in which I'm in right now at this moment. And because you went through these trials, you're going to grow stronger. Grow stronger. Don't let that trial destroy you. Listen, by faith, you want to rejoice knowing that God is doing something great, that the Lord is doing something in your life, that he's going to use you in a powerful way, and he's preparing you for that day by strengthening you through this trial. We have that old saying, the days are long, but the years are so short, aren't they? And listen, life flies by so fast. Don't waste your time in discouragement. Don't do that. Our God has a greater purpose than the pain, the suffering it's bringing to you. He's got a greater purpose that's going to be a blessing for you and others in the future. There's an old song. Now, don't worry, I'm not going to sing it, okay? I won't torture you. Old song, but I like the words to it. It says, hold on, my child, joy comes in the morning. Weeping lasts only for a night. Oh, hold on, my child, joy comes in the morning. The darkest hour means dawn is just in sight. It's always darkest right before the dawn. So if you feel like it is so dark right now and your life is falling to pieces, I want to let you know the dawn of something beautiful is on the horizon if you believe and you turn to the Lord. Now, if you don't believe, if you're just going to whine, if you're just going to complain, if you're just going to stay in depression, well, you're right. It's not coming. Okay, that's why you want to straighten up. And when you come through those things, you know what? You used to judge people, but you won't judge them anymore. You used to look down on people that were in certain situations. You're not going to look down on them anymore. Sometimes we see bad things happen to people, and we like judge it from a distance because we want to make up an excuse of why that happened to them. You won't do that anymore because you're mature and you've grown in the Lord through this. Now look with me here in James 1:12. It says, blessed is the man who remains steadfast. That means, you don't get up and quit. You don't get up and quit your job. You don't run from your family. You just stay steadfast. Stay on that road. Under the trial, while you're in the trial, you stay steadfast. For when he has stood the test, he's going to receive the crown of life, which the Lord has promised to them who love him. People that love the Lord, no matter what's going on, they just keep their eyes on the kingdom. They stay steadfast, and God will bless you for that. Now listen, I'm telling you for the last time. God is collecting your tears in his bottle. He has a book in heaven, as it tells us at the beginning, and he records all your trials, and those trials were sent to you so that you could prove the genuineness of your faith. So this is what I want you to do right now. I want you to remember that God has a purpose for your pain. He has a reason why you're in that struggle. So I don't want you to fail him. I want you to trust in him today.